I was going through day trading attention today. It was so important that I recognized and realized how we could distribute a certain amount of content and then turn into one way into multiple way. So I got into reading throughout this book of day trading attention, and one of the strategies that I felt absolutely in love with, which is the strategy to repost. As it's said by Gary, quote to quote, word by word. This speaks to a concept that I called it the Rolling Stone rule. Rock band like the Rolling Stone could go around the world and play the same few songs repeatedly, and people would still come out and listen for decades. So what does this mean here? Imagine you listening to a song time to time, multiple times, so often. For example, you got a song from Taylor Swift, you got a song from Justin Bieber, you got a song from like Drake, you got a song from DJ Khaled. Like there's so many people that you could choose from and artists. And guess what? The way they distribute their content, you could listen it over and again. And I simply realized I also use this technique in terms of in real estate posting and growing the Instagram account, where I grew the Instagram account from 0 to 100K in a short amount of time. And however, I didn't have every single video to go blow up or go viral. This is a simple trick I did right here, which I simply had one house tour video and turned them into multiple different purpose video. For example, one house tour video, I would do a price breakdown. I would do like a full house tour. I would do a house tour with me describing each aspect and feature of a home. Like there is so much more you could do in real estate stage. And so often I feel like there is just so much left out on the table. And then often real estate agent isn't taking advantage of this, because I've seen so many accounts they grew that they simply just put one piece of content for one property. And in my terms of a way of marketing, I believe, however, how Gary Vee said, you have to put out as much content as possible. So here are the 3 steps that you should follow through. First, it's a testing stage, which is similar to the Rolling Stone technique, because you have to constantly put out different type of content, because you won't know which content will go viral, which will be the next one that will hit, because you never know that how the algorithm will work out for each video. All the assumption is just prediction. None of them is correct until you actually click post and post a video. So there is so much action that you need to take beforehand, and you have to have a strong execution along the way. And in a testing stage, don't be afraid to be making the first video to be the most perfect, because I look back through the growing my Instagram account, my first ever video, it was so bad. It was legitimately the worst video I've taken. I did not know how I showed it the property itself. However, I was able to learn from other people that was already been doing this Instagram feature. And then trust me, you have to spend time going through the app, because you got other people who are on the app that have so much resource and so much great value to share. Because if you're able to see them on explore page, trust me, you're not doing copy and pasting. You're borrowing their idea and then repurposing it in your way. Because later on in life, you're gonna have AI gonna replace everything else. So stop worry about copying and pasting, because you're not copying and pasting. You're just using their idea, their way of distributing the content. However, you turn it, repurposing it, do it in your own way. And it's so important that I learned from this book, because there's so many different techniques you could learn from it, not just one way, but another that could open up a whole creative world. And I never believed it in reading the book in the beginning, because I thought it was just a way of him saying the same stuff in the video. However, until I deeply begin to read in a book, I begin to realize every testing stage we do is going to help us to make the next best video. And the next step you have to have a strong execution. You could have so many amount of testing product, testing content that you throw out on the internet, throw it out on the social media. But if you don't execute, you don't optimize, you don't track an analytic, you don't see which video are going viral and which doesn't, you won't make it to the top of the top. Because you, at the end of the day, still need certain video that is going to lead to driving all the sales, all the lead gen, all the potential customer and client that's going to go to your place and build up your community. And right now, what I'm heavily focused on Instagram, because I truly believe it's a platform with a lot of amount of attention and it's easy access. And then as it's aging up, people are coming on here from different age group and learning from each other. And it's so important where you build up your personal brand, because in the future you're gonna have AI generated content, and you won't know which is real or not. So having a personal brand is so far more than important. Just like Nike, you don't buy Nike because of something, but you buy it because of the brand. Their product might not have been the best product, but you're still gonna wear it because of maybe LeBron James represented. Maybe they have some great brand from Kevin Durant. Maybe you're just a huge basketball fan, and then Nike is the biggest one of the sponsors that you've seen out there. It's all about branding. So you have to put in so much work into the branding, such as in real estate, because you are the brand. And so did myself. So I always want to give, and provide as much value as possible and distribute it on the internet. And sometime I might repurpose it. For example, recently I have a so popular video that went technically viral within just an hour itself. It went to 100K. It was talking about the best San Diego neighborhood. I believe that was the title. And I have a list of 10 neighborhood, and I had a call to action on the bottom where it's like, comment down below what you think. Although it was a lot of hate, a lot of debating. But guess what? At the end of the day, it's getting into the algorithm. That's why it went viral, because people saw it and people had something to say about it. If people are going to comment and have something to say about it, share it with their friend, trust me, the algorithm will be favored by those videos, because the platform wants people's attention. And the more attention you get on the platform and the longer you could stay, the better it is, because there's more transaction that could happen, more legion that could happen. And it benefits more than just yourself, but it builds up a community, and it also benefits Instagram itself, because you're helping them driving more people attention onto the platform and having more engagement in the platform. And last but not least, optimization. You can't miss out on optimizing all your content after you distribute them, because you can constantly just posting, but you never change a strategy, then you might be stuck at some point. So I did had a bottleneck kind of situation just a couple weeks ago, and which why I decided to switch up the content from jumping just house tour itself to a more informational one. Like for example, like the one I said, top best neighborhood in San Diego. And because of that, it led to more content driven, led to more people follow me up, led to more people getting know me, and lead to more reach. So whenever you're stuck, try this out. Take a quick break from it. Try out maybe a different type of content, but you have to stay on focus on the topic. So I'm always going to be talking about real estate. But I could also talk about few topic that is related into real estate. So in some of the example I did the most affordable neighborhood, most family-friendly neighborhood. Like there is so much more you could think of, and you could just build off of those lists, and eventually you have more to come back, and then maybe after once a while you go update this list again. Because if a neighborhood you put as the highest income neighborhood, it might not be a highest income neighborhood in a couple of years later. And in one of the perfect example, Gary showed it in the book, is McDonald's using a quote saying, one day you ordered a Happy Meal for the one last time, you didn't even know it. However, after 2 years later, it was first posted in 2020 on Instagram. Later, 2 years later, they posted on X, which is Twitter, used to be, and now X. That post also went viral as well. It's so simple how they just repurpose and reuse the same content and distribute on different social media platforms. Even over time, following the trend, they know how to work the algorithm. And often I've seen so many people are just throwing content out there that is no one recognizing it, and you're not optimizing it at all. Although you do have strong execution, that's a good part about that you're posting. However, you have to do more than just that. Like you have to essentially structure your plan where you have a testing stage, and then you see a stage where you got to execute and keep posting video for once a while, and then you're going to see which one perform better, and you slowly adjust. And trust me, just like you're doing selling a house or doing a CMA method, you have to do comparative. You have to see what's out there on the explore page, basically what's out there on the market, because that's what is trending and that is what's popular. So if you see someone's great content, get the idea from it, and then do the similar one. I'm not saying exactly download their video and copy it, but like, trust me, if you use someone's content that go viral, I will guarantee you, you will gain more reach than the content you usually post that is just out of the blue. Because content that it's already been proven that could reach a lot of people, that mean it met the algorithm need. So you simply just got to repurpose it a little and optimize it, and then you will be favored by the algorithm. It's that simple how you grow from 0 to 100K on Instagram for doing just real estate, simple stuff itself. Go show a couple houses, create more content, and you simply just have to distribute. And always remember, testing, execute, and optimize, and eventually you repeat the process and do it over again until you reach the final goal. But you always remember, you gotta try out new stuff because you won't know which is the next content and which will be the best content ever. Keep staying here for more and follow up on day trading attention. Trust me, it will be the best book you read. You will learn so much more than just marketing itself, but more practical. And remember, always read the book, gain the value, share it, give, and receive. At the end of the day, it's all about where your attention is and how you distribute your content and how people are receiving it. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me for more, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.